All right, up next, Season 5 of Ask SimpleShot, we've got a question from Joan in Chesapeake, Virginia. She's asking, how do I measure my draw length? How do you determine your draw length? So let's first define what does draw length mean. So that's the length that you actually stretch the bands out. So the length from your hand where you hold the slingshot. Well, let me get a slingshot here to demonstrate. So the length from the slingshot where it attaches to the slingshot back to where the pouch attaches. So if I were to draw this out to my anchor point, the amount of rubber at that distance is your draw length. So here's the way we do it. Grab a piece of string. Any kind of string works. This is just a piece of paracord. I'm just going to hold this for the sake of purposes because, you know, you got your slingshot out there. It's going to be about right there. Then I'm going to draw back to my anchor point. That's my anchor point. So that's my draw length. So we're going to measure that. All right, so that comes in at just over 31 inches. And with that number of 31 inches, I can then determine my active band length. Now, you didn't ask that question, but we'll go ahead and answer it for you. So your bands must be tuned to your draw length. You want your bands to stretch out 4 to 6 times their relaxed length to get the best power from them. So you're going to get more power, more speed, the more you stretch them. So that means the shorter you make your bands, the more they're going to stretch, the more oomph they're going to have at the expense of longevity. Conversely, if you make your bands a little bit longer, they're not going to quite have as much oomph, but they're going to work a little bit longer. You're going to get more service life out of them. So to determine that, let's just use a simple, easy number. Instead of 31 inches, we're going to say that I had 30 inches. And let's just say we're going to go between 4x is the longevity side, 6x is the power side. Let's shoot it right down the middle, 5. 5 goes into 30 6 times. So we're working in inches here, so that would be roughly 6 inches of working rubber in your system. So if you've got a set of bands, let's say our SimpleShot bands come stock at 10 inches, you would need to remove 3.5 to 4 inches to have a 6-inch active band length for a 30-inch draw. Run that by one more time because your question was, how do I measure my draw length? Grab a piece of string, draw out, measure that distance. That's your draw length. Hope that helps you, Joan. Sounds like you're really into this. Keep those questions coming.